Always a pleasure. With GRC being such a broad field, how do you navigate where to focus when looking for your first opportunity to get in? Is it NIST, PCI DSS, Graham Leach Bliley, etc.? Like, how do you get into this field? I guess is the question. I would say start where you are. I'll keep it brief. Start where you are. So you, Larry, you're a project manager. You're already on your way. One of the things, let me just explain like where I'm at. So right now I'm doing a lot of the stuff in the current job I'm in, working for the federal government. I'm doing a lot of stuff that you do as a project manager. I'm meeting with subject matter experts. I'm not super deep in what they're doing. I'm just managing what time frames we're going to get this project done. And I do have technical skills. I'm not using a lot of that stuff right now in this current position I'm in. And they're paying me pretty good. I'm working from home. So it's not too bad. Right now, what you could do is, if I were you, and I think you're already doing this, is start getting the knowledge, start getting the technical knowledge, do labs, get your security plus, start to get in the know and start to gather all your baseline IT information. And then you'll be able to slip in it sounds like you're already in a great position to start leveling up in this field. Start where you are, wherever you happen to be, start there. And let me go ahead and open it up to Will here. What would you say to this one, Will?
Yeah, start where you are. Number one, if your organization is in a current sector, finance,
Exactly.
federal, they got frameworks they're aligned to or standards that they have to adhere to. So getting familiar with what they're using and what they have to maintain compliance on will be the first area I would focus on. And that gives you two things. One is if you're not already doing it, it gives you exposure to something that directly impacts your organization right now. And if, again, like I said before, if positions open up, you've already been sliding yourself into their graces by being curious. I think that one of the greatest skills
Exactly.
on top of communication is curiosity. So if you have curiosity about what the organization is doing and adding value to the business, because that's when it comes to compliance standards, because it's either a financial fine or reputational damage because you've compromised some sensitive information, and yet now you have to make a public declaration and notify all your stakeholders and affected customers and clients about that breach. That's one big thing where organizations do not want that black eye. So that's number one, to add immediate value to your organization. Then number two, if you decide to move on somewhere else, you can say you have experience with that, even though you weren't in that role. And now you can add that to your resume.
Yeah, another thing is start where you are. To add to that, whatever industry you happen to be in has some sort of best security practice, has some sort of regulation that mentions cyber. Know what that is. If it's government, it's NIST 800, NIST 837, NIST 800. If it might be NIST cybersecurity framework 2.0. If you happen to be in the healthcare sector, HIPAA. If you happen to be in retail, working as an IT guy hell, maybe not even an IT guy. Maybe you work somewhere, maybe you're a stock clerk in Walmart. They also use all kinds of stuff. Now, if you're that far away from IT, you're gonna have to learn IT. So I'm not saying you can start going from sweeping floors directly to like, you got to have the knowledge of information technology. But what I'm trying to say is, in that industry, Walmart uses PCI DSS for sure. And so you could start to learn that in addition to learning the basics of information technology. Wherever you happen to be, whatever industry, they have some sort of framework or governance that you can learn, and put that as a part of your IT knowledge base. Okay, let me see. Somebody asked me, am I a project manager? No, I'm not. I'm just doing a lot of the things a project manager does. I'm doing a lot of plan of action and milestones. I'm like a security secretary, basically. I'm a security secretary. I'm not logging into anything. I don't have any admin rights to speak of. I do have to know a couple of tools out there. But let me see here. I've got some other questions and comments here. And we're going to end this here real soon, guys. So if you have any questions whatsoever, now's the time to ask. If you guys didn't know, we're wrapping this up. But I've got Will Reed, who is the CEO of Better Every Day cyber.com. Check them out. The link is in description below.